What's up, guys? Today we're taking a look at two fragrances from Orientica. We're taking a look at Royal Amber and we're taking a look at Amber Rouge. We're starting with the easy one, which is Amber Rouge. Based on the name, based on the look, and based on the smell, you know exactly what this is trying to imitate. This is basically Baccarat Rouge 540. It's the same DNA. It is a little bit sweeter than Baccarat Rouge 540. That saffron still hits you. It's still very good there. It's still a very nice Baccarat Rouge clone. It's just a tad bit sweeter, more youthful than the original. The original kind of leans a little bit older, I think. This is a little bit younger. If you were to wear this, I think people wouldn't be able to tell the difference unless they were like really trying to hunt down differences. This is pretty much spot on. The bottle is very over the top. As you can tell, it's basically caged in this, I don't know if this is like rose gold. I think it's a rose gold or copper vibe. It's very pretty, but very over the top. You might call it gaudy. The top isn't magnetic. It's really clasped on. Let's take a look at the spray and see how that performs. Let's look at the notes. You know the notes. This is very Baccarat Rouge 540 notes. So the top notes for this are saffron, jasmine. The middle notes are amberwood and ambergris. And the base notes are cedar and fir resin. This just gives you a lot of that saffron and it gives you a lot of that fir resin and cedar. So the woodsy, there's a lot of little spiciness. Honestly, it is a very, very nice little scent. It really does a good job at imitating Baccarat Rouge 540. It's really good. I think one of the best things about the dupes for this is that Baccarat Rouge 540 is so recognizable that when you get passed by someone wearing Baccarat Rouge 540 or a dupe of it, you can immediately tell what they're wearing or what it's supposed to be. And it's almost impossible to determine whether it's a dupe or not. It's passing whiff, right? So that passing whiff is so close to the original that you can immediately say, hey, that's the original, even though it might not be. And any of the dupes would suffice. Like this one would suffice, Club de Nuit Untold would suffice, all of them would suffice to be the dupe of this, of the original Baccarat Rouge 540. It just depends what's your specific flavor of Baccarat Rouge 540. Which one do you feel more comfortable wearing? To me, this is a little bit sweeter. Club de Nuit Untold is basically the nuclear version of all of them. Amber Rouge is not the most popular one, but I think that's the softer version of all these. So all of them are good. It just depends on which flavor you prefer. As this dries down, it basically chills down to the original or close to the original's DNA. There's very little difference. There's very little distinction between them. So this does a very good job at that. This is very sophisticated. This is very polished. This is very, very up there in sophistication and price, even though it's a lot less than the original. On the dupe side, this is one of the more expensive dupes. I think the cheaper dupe would probably be Untold. Untold would be the cheaper dupe, and it probably the strongest. The Untold is basically nuclear. But this is a good job. This does great. I think in smell, this is a 10. In performance, this also does fantastically. In performance, this lasts pretty much all day, but it's not as powerful as Untold. I think this basically projects around 4 feet and during the first 4 hours, and then it kind of turns into a bubble after that for the rest of the day. So I would say it lasts a total maybe of 6-7 hours. Good performance. I would give it like an 8 or 9 performance. So total maybe a 9 overall. Good scent, but I think Untold will take the cake in terms of performance. Now let's move on to the next one, which is a little harder to talk about, which is the Royal Amber. I'm not 100% sure what I'm getting. I did not love this scent. I'll be honest with you. I did not love this scent. And it's from the get-go that I don't like it. There's a specific tone here that I really don't love, and I'm not 100% sure what it is. It comes off really strongly as something synthetic or something medicinal. Like, everybody who smelled me with this gave me the same feedback, that it almost gave hospital vibes. There's supposed to be juiciness in there, there's supposed to be sweetness in there, but there's an overriding note that kind of takes over everything. Something very strong that kind of dominates everything else. It's super strong and dominates everything else. And it's almost like it's fighting everything else for attention, and it's really hard for everything else to win. Very difficult for me to focus on any other scent except that overriding scent, and I can't really tell you what it is. I thought it was woodiness or the woody notes, but I'm not 100% sure. It might also be the green notes that are so prevalent and strong that are kind of washing everything else out. On original scent, I don't like it, and when it dries down, I don't like it that much either. This is a little bit too strong. The bottle is the same as the Rouge one, except it's gold or yellow. Now let's get into the notes, but before we get into that, I would appreciate it if you like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. The top notes for this are bergamot, green notes. The middle notes are sweet notes, melon, pineapple, and amber. The base notes are musk, woody notes, and vanilla. Again, can't really get anything of those. In terms of performance, it's funny, usually the scents that I don't like are usually the ones that last the longest. So this was very strong. I tried washing it up with soap, with water. I scrubbed it off and it was still very present on my skin. So this thing is practically like a disease. It was there the entire day. It would not go away. It was very, very strong. I'm not gonna say it's a bad scent. It's up to you. I just didn't like it. It's not my vibe. In terms of scent, I would give it maybe a 4. In terms of projection, it's at 10. So I guess it's like a 6 overall or 7 overall, I guess. Not my vibe. I would never wear this again, but I don't knock people who would like this. It's just that one specific scent was overriding everything. I did not love it. Honestly, with Orientica, even though I didn't like Royal Amber, you can tell that there's some quality there. So I'm happy I got to try them out. I'm happy I got to like test them. These are weird looking bottles. They're interesting scents. I like them. You can really tell there's quality in the Amber Rouge. Have you tried out these scents? Have you tried out anything from Orientica that I should try out? Remember, the scents are subjective. What I like isn't necessarily something you like. And always remember, just smell your best. See ya.